How's it going, guys? Scrag back at you again. Little different view angle, eh? I'm actually doing this one on my phone, so I'm not 100% sure how well this will turn out as far as quality goes, but we'll see. So, I am on my way to the Provo Bike Collective. Provo Bike Collective is a non-profit organization that basically takes in either old unwanted bikes, police turn-in bikes, so bikes that were stolen and recovered by the police agency and sat at the police lockdown for a period of time, and if nobody ever came to claim it, the police then bring it over to us. And then the third option that we get bikes from right now is local apartment complexes. We'll have students that leave for the semester or whatever and never return, or go to a different apartment complex and they just abandon these bikes at the apartment complexes. Those are usually the best because a lot of times parents of the students will spend a lot of money on a really nice bike that they in turn don't really care about or don't ride very often other than to and from class. And so the thing's in like new condition, and because it was at an apartment complex, it's usually kept somewhere where it's out of the elements, and the bike is in pretty good condition, and apartment complexes every once in a while will come in and drop those off as well. 0 calorie Rockstar. Just give myself a little caffeine jolt before I head off to do volunteer work. So, Provo Bike Collective and other bike collectives in Utah, there's several of them. There's one up in Ogden, one in Salt Lake City, the Provo location, and I believe we just opened another one down in St. George, so down at the southern end of Utah. Multiple locations, all doing the exact same thing, just getting their donations from all around the state. And the main purpose is to provide bicycles to people that maybe not able at this time to afford to buy a nice bicycle for themselves, or to give bikes to those that are less fortunate, low-income families, especially kids. We do a lot of giveaways around the holidays to children and get them a bike so that they have, a nice gift that they can use to get around and have fun and exercise. We also do a lot of donations for refugees or people who are coming out of abusive relationships that maybe don't have a mode of transportation. And so they need some way of getting to and from work, and a bicycle, believe it or not, is one of the best ways I can think of. I know it's kind of strange to see me behind the wheel of a car, but I do have a driver's license. I just choose to commute to and from work on bicycle. But Provo is, where I go in Provo is 15 or so miles away, and I'm usually there till 10 o'clock at night, so it's a little harder for me to, man, that lady was driving looking just at her cell phone. She literally was not looking at the road at all. She was turning her car coming down this road, not paying any attention. That was crazy. It's crazy because I come out right there every day, and if I was there right now, that lady probably would have hit me. That's just scary. I don't want to think about that. Anyway, that's another rant for another day. So, tonight, going to the shop, we actually, recently, within the last 2 months, we changed locations in Provo, and we've gone to a much bigger establishment, which is awesome because we can take in more bikes, we can service more bikes, and we have a larger area for volunteers to come in to do the volunteer work. And tonight, we're actually painting, and the outside of this place has a nice big flat wall that's been really ugly for a really long time in the community, who has welcomed us fairly open-armed, and has given us this nice building to come to. We're going to be putting a nice little mural to show our love and respect for the community, and to also let people who are maybe going by that don't know what the building is, let them understand that there's some kind of a bike-associated business there now. I say business just because it's easier to say that. It's not really a business, it's a nonprofit. And yeah, so this mural, hopefully we'll get some pictures of it. I know they just primed it a couple days ago. Tonight we're going to be putting up the design. Probably going to take us a couple days because it's a pretty big wall. So I'm pretty excited for that. Right now I'm just getting on the freeway, heading towards the freeway anyway. So, Bike Collective. I've been volunteering there since February. And the main reason that I started volunteering at the Bike Collective was because as someone who rides a bike every day, I was having, minor mechanical issues here and there, and the shops around this area, a basic tune-up is $50. And the tune-up, does some basic things like lube your drivetrain, adjust your brake pads, things like that. They look for some safety issues if you've got, wheels that aren't true, things like that. But for the most part, what they do is not worth $50. It takes about half an hour or so to do it. So you're paying a pretty good premium if you take it to a bike shop. And if you ride often, you're going to be paying that every month or so in order to keep your bike in good working order. Now, this is where the Collective comes in. The Collective, as well as a place that refurbishes bikes and gives them back to the community or sells them to help keep the doors open for the facility, because we do have an overhead, a rent. The Collective allows you to volunteer and come down and learn from people who've been working on bikes for a long time how to essentially work on your own bike as well. And while you're volunteering at the Collective, you're earning shop credit that you can use towards applying towards either components, used components, to replace something on your bike, or towards time. And that time can be used to bring in your own bike on a night that's not a volunteer night, and you can work on your own bike using the shop's tools, which is awesome, because if you know anything about bikes, there's sometimes some specialty tools that if you don't have, you just can't do a job. And the Collective has just about every tool that you'll ever need to fix just about any bike, which comes in handy. So now, with the guidance and knowledge that I've gained from those who've been working at the Collective for longer than I have, I've been able to learn quite a bit on how to maintain my own bike, and I don't have to pay some shop to do it for me. I can do it on my own. A lot of it from home, and a lot of it that if I can't do something at home, I bring my bike down to the Collective on a non-volunteer night and just rent a work stall and do all the work myself, which is awesome. It saves me a ton of money. So, for all those who watch this video who might be in the Utah area, you're more than welcome to come down and find one of the local collectives. There's one probably not too far from you. Come down and volunteer, get that knowledge, and apply it towards your own bicycle. After you've gained all that knowledge, you may be like me and want to stick around and learn more and do more to help the community and help further the cause of the Collective. Get people bicycles that are in need, and promote bicycling, because it's awesome. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this little video. I'm excited to be adding some different things. I've shot a couple of videos actually here in the last day or two that are kind of bonus footage. I know my typical upload schedule is Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And right now my themes that I'm doing, my weekend adventures, my Wednesday weight loss, and my Friday freewheels, I'm not sure if I'm going to stick with that as far as themes go. I may just kind of change it up from here or there. I hate to pigeonhole myself into just doing one type of video on a set day. But we'll see. Anywho, guys, take care, ride safe, and get out there and just get on your bike. That's the most important thing, is getting on your bike and being active in the bicycling community. Take care, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.